So good morning everyone. Today we are going to start the chapter transportation in animals and plants. Transportation is same like the carrying the things from one place to another, as we have studied discussed in class 6. Now we are going to discuss transportation in animals and plants. Same way transportation is required for the daily routine life activities, right? Same way this transportation is required in plants and animals as well, right? So what we transport, we know that organisms need food, water and oxygen for their survival. So now these things has to be transported to the various parts of the body, right? Same way where the waste will be produced, that has to be removed from the human body, the plants, same way. So what part of the human body transport these all materials, right? Like if I talk about our home, we are having a water storage tank which is kept at the top, and there are the pipes and the taps supplied in the required areas like kitchen, toilets, washing area. So water is reaching to these taps through these pipes, right? So if water is reaching this tank, is supplying the water. Same way we need something to pass this material from one point to another, like these pipes. So for this we are having heart, vein and arteries in our body, whose function is to transport substances, and they all together form our circulatory system. So first of all, dear children, we will discuss about circulatory system. In circulatory system, the most important thing firstly we will discuss, that is blood. Very important. Blood, we know that the color of the blood, we all are aware about the color of the blood, that what is the color of the blood. So circulatory system in humans consists of blood, blood vessels and heart, right? So if we talk about blood, we know that blood is present everywhere in our body. It is a connective tissue. Human body contains 4 to 6 liters of blood. It is circulated throughout the body by the pumping action of the heart. It is essentially an aqueous solution containing some organic molecules having suspended particles. On the basis of this, I can describe blood into different parts like red blood cells, red blood cells, I am writing here, that we call RBC. These are also called erythrocytes. You have to learn these names also. Erythrocytes, right? One more we have WBC, that is white blood cells, that are called leukocytes. Right? Apart from this, we have blood platelets. Blood platelets we also called thrombocytes. These, dear children, I am writing these names so that you can note down and learn also. Right? Apart from this, we have blood plasma. In our book, we will discuss about RBC, WBC and platelets only. I am telling you for your information, blood plasma, it is a solution part of the blood. Solution part means that is, we can say, blood minus particles. blood minus particles. That will be the blood plasma. Then we have one more, that is blood serum. That you have to learn also. It is when a protein called fibrinogen is removed from the plasma, blood serum is obtained. Right? So that is all about these. So blood particles in our body are three, that is RBC, WBC and platelets, we can say. Then functions of blood. If I talk about functions of blood, yes, blood is very, very important component of our body because it supplies all the requirements which are required. So functions of blood. We know that it is a vehicle for the metabolic communication. It is a vehicle for the metabolic communication between the organs of the body. It transports nutrients, you can see here, it transports substances like digested food from the small intestine to the other parts of the body. Right? So it also carries oxygen, very important function, lungs, from the lungs to the cells of the body. It also transports waste for the removal from our body. So different function you can write. Now how does the blood carry various substances? It is a liquid which has cells of various kinds suspended in it. Dear children, which we have already discussed. Now you can see here the fluid part of the blood is called plasma, which we have already discussed, and we have RBC. There is one more thing which is contained in RBC, that is hemoglobin. That is red pigment which is present in the blood. Hemoglobin binds with oxygen and transports it to all parts of the body and ultimately to all the cells. It will be difficult to provide oxygen efficiently to all the cells of the body without hemoglobin. So hemoglobin is the only red pigment which makes blood appear red. On the other side, we have the white blood cells. White blood cells protect our body from infections by producing antibodies in our body. And thrombocytes or blood platelets, they help in blood clotting. You might have observed when you get a cut on your skin. So the clot is formed after some time and the blood stops. That is the function of the platelets. If the platelets won't be there, then the blood will continuously come out from this. Right? Now the blood vessels. There are different types of blood vessels in the body. You know that during inhalation, a fresh supply of oxygen fills the lungs. Oxygen has to be transported to the rest part of the bodies. So we have mainly two types of blood vessels, that is arteries and veins, that we are going to discuss. Third one also is there, that is capillaries, which we will discuss a little bit in this chapter. So first is the arteries. Arteries carry oxygen rich blood from the heart to all parts of the body. Arteries are elastic, thick walled and are deeper under the skin. Blood flow through arteries is rapid and under pressure. That's why they are having thick elastic wall, because the blood is flowing very rapidly and at high pressure. If it will be thin, then they may burst, right? That's why they are thick. Activity 11.1, you can see, place the middle and index finger of your right hand on the inner side of left wrist. You will be observing some throbbing movements. What do you think? What is this? This is called pulse. You might have observed when you go to doctor, right? Sometimes they check your pulse. It is due to the blood flowing in the arteries. If you count the number of pulse beats in 1 minute, so what you will notice? How many pulse rates are there you are noticing? That means for a normal resting person, the pulse rate usually lies between 72 to 80 pulse beats per minute. Generally, pulse rate is measured by feeling the pulse at inner rest. When you do some physical exercises, then pulse rate increases. So you can do that activity, you can note down the pulse rate per minute and you can fill it in the table. Next we have veins. Veins are the vessels which carry carbon dioxide rich blood from all parts of the body back to the heart. Right? The veins have thin walls. They are situated just under the skin. These can be easily seen as greenish blue tubes on your hands and legs. You can easily see the green bluish tubes which are visible from the skin. They carry carbon dioxide rich blood from different parts of the body to the heart. There are walls present in veins which allows blood to flow only in one direction. That's why they are unidirectional. They always allow the blood to flow in one direction only. You can see here in this figure, heart to lungs. What we have studied, dear children, we have studied that arteries carry blood from the heart to the all parts of the body, and then veins carry from all parts to the heart, right? But here you can notice that two names are there: pulmonary arteries and pulmonary vein. Pulmonary arteries carrying heart to lungs, and pulmonary vein carrying lungs to heart, right? So that is very important. Pulmonary artery, there will be one artery which will carry the deoxygenated blood, because arteries carries, we have studied here, arteries carry oxygenated blood from heart to all parts of the body. But one artery is there which carry deoxygenated blood from heart to lungs. That is pulmonary artery. On the other side, veins carry deoxygenated blood from all the parts to the heart, right? But one is vein is there which is carrying oxygenated blood from the lungs to the heart, that is pulmonary vein, right? That is the difference between these two. So if we can differentiate between artery, vein, very important. Arteries are thick walled, veins are thin walled. Arteries carry oxygen rich blood from the heart to all parts of the body, and veins carry deoxygenated blood from different organs to the heart. Arteries situated deeper under the skin and veins situated just under the skin, right? And veins are having wall, but arteries are having no wall. So that is all for today's lecture. Thank you so much, children.